This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 25th of April. This is James Spann going a little early today. Going to be live over at the Talladega Super Speedway on ABC 3340 at 4 and 5 o'clock. Let's get to it here. A lot of questions about the weekend. First off, let's go right to the radar. And again, we are live this afternoon, I should say, at 12:23. And you can see an organized batch of rain and storms pushing into West Alabama. This is with the little shortwave trough that we showed on the video this morning, and that will provide a more organized batch of rain for the northern two-thirds of the state this afternoon. And again, we stress nothing severe here, but the rain will be coming down heavy in spots. You can see we've got a little lead band of showers through parts of Tuscaloosa, Walker, Cullman, Morgan, Madison, and Limestone counties. Then that widespread rain from the Shoals down to Russellville, Hamilton, Sulligent, and Vernon. And that will be progressing through the state this afternoon. And again, so if you got something planned outdoors, just be aware some rain is likely, and this will be more organized than recent days with the shortwave. Let's go down to the southern part of the state, and really the bulk of this will probably miss South Alabama. Having said that, we note on the Mobile radar, you can see showers and thunderstorms across parts of southeastern Mississippi, and some of those could creep into southwest Alabama. The southeastern part of the state is rain-free at this point. So again, just be aware we'll have a batch of showers and some thunder moving across mainly the northern two-thirds of Alabama this afternoon. And this should bring rain amounts of, for most locations, I'd say 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. And once we get this wave out of here, the weather looks pretty dry for the weekend. So here's the upper air look. And again, if you look carefully, you'll see that little short wave, the axis from Arkansas down into Louisiana. In advance of the wave, the air rises, and condensation, clouds, and rain. That's the way the waves work. But again, once we get that wave east of here, things look pretty good for the weekend. There's the visible satellite view, and again, you can see for most of the state, it's partly sunny and warm with the thicker clouds over north and northwest Alabama where the rain is falling. Here's the radar composite at midday, and again, you can see the showers from Nashville down to Muscle Shoals and Jackson, Mississippi. Temperatures, and again, keep in mind, we're doing this at the midday hour here at noon. We've got mostly mid to upper 70s. South Alabama already in the low 80s. Mobile, 82. I do believe most everybody will be in the 80s tomorrow and Sunday, statewide. We'll check the watch warning map. Pretty quiet this afternoon. However, we do have an enhanced risk of severe storms over parts of the Texas South Plains from Lubbock south and west. The larger risk over West Texas and the parts of southwest Oklahoma. Tomorrow, a marginal risk basically in the same area. And then on day 3, which is Sunday, we have a risk of severe storms, most of it a marginal risk from the Rio Grande up into the High Plains states. Now, Monday could be a pretty active day. This is day 4. We have an enhanced risk over Iowa and some of the adjacent states, the larger threat from near Wichita Falls, Texas, up into Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan. And then on Tuesday, which is day 5, have a risk of severe storms from the Red River up into parts of upstate New York, all of this staying north and west of Alabama. Rain for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week, about 1.5 inches for the Shoals, and quite frankly, a lot of that will be today. Amounts much lighter as you go south and east, and basically not much at all for southeast Alabama. So let's talk about the weekend. Model fans, the GFS, the 12Z run, 4 o'clock tomorrow. Again, the little wave that's producing the organized rain today is off to the east. We have a northwest flow aloft. And it should be a pretty quiet day. Partly sunny, highs in the 80s. Here's the high-resolution HER model. This is valid tomorrow afternoon at 5. And again, could there be a shower? Yes. But they should be very widely spaced. You can see evidence of maybe a couple of isolated showers over the Tennessee Valley, maybe a shower near Dothan, but most of the state dry tomorrow with highs up in the middle 80s. And quite frankly, it's the same thing on Sunday. Let's go to the high-res NAM. This is the 3-kilometer NAM. This is valid Sunday afternoon at 5, and it's showing basically nothing. We're going to mention isolated showers, but again, when we say isolated, that means most locations will not have any rain. So for race weekend, again, after we get the showers out of here this evening, things look good tomorrow and Sunday. Mostly dry, warm, highs in the 80s, and the chance of a shower for any one given spot will be quite low. And really, that's going to be the theme for the first half of next week. Here's Monday, here's Tuesday, And here's Wednesday. And understand, yes, there could be a few spotty showers about, but the weather looks mostly dry. Highs up in the 80s, maybe upper 80s in spots. And really the same thing on Thursday of next week. And then a week from today, Friday, May 2nd, we have a trough over the eastern states. The ridge has been replaced, and that should allow a surface front to come in here with a good chance of showers and maybe some thunder. That's not a severe weather look, but it looks like a decent chunk of next week dry until Friday, when we'll have a good chance of showers and thunderstorms. And after that, maybe a little cooler air coming in here for the following weekend. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. Monday, May 5th, we have a weak flow. The main westerlies well to the north, and we are dry and pleasant. Rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. This is between now and the 11th of May. And if the GFS is right, rain amounts between 2 and 3 inches. It's more aggressive than the European. The European is drier. And temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. And again, every day we should be above 80 for the next 10 days. But notice the numbers do come down a bit around the weekend of May 3rd and May 4th, with lows getting down in the 50s. You won't need your jackets here, but I'm saying that's pretty nice. We're not going to see a lot of mornings with 50s in the summer. We all know that. And since I'm going early today, I don't have the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. These are issued about 2:30 Central Time. This is the one from yesterday, but you get the idea. Temperatures near or maybe slightly above average. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam, Hilltop Montessori School in Mount Laurel, Shelby County. I love it. Had the whole school and the mamas and the daddies in the house today. We had everybody. And we talked about the science of meteorology. Those kids are smart. Talked about weather instruments, weather forecasting. Talked about thunderstorms, tornadoes, hurricanes. Hurricane season kicks off in about a month, and much more. A really good session today. They soaked up that science. So again, to all of these students, teachers, parents, Hilltop Montessori School in Shelby County, thanks a lot for that great visit earlier today. So one more time, we'll check the radar. Again, we're live here at 12:30 on Friday, and you can see an organized batch of rain and storms pushing into northwest Alabama. Nothing severe. There's no risk of any severe storms. Just a good steady rain from the Shoals down to Russellville, Hackleburg, Hamilton, Sulligent, Vernon. Showers developing ahead of that main line from Huntsville down to Cullman, Smith Lake, Jasper, and northern Tuscaloosa County. And again, that will be slowly progressing across the state for the afternoon. So again, if you've got some outdoor activities, be aware of rain. And again, that rain will probably reach the Talladega Superspeedway late this afternoon, about the time we'll be there. We'll be there live on ABC 3340 at 4 and 5 o'clock from the Superspeedway. We do not have a 6 o'clock evening news today because of the NFL draft that's on ABC, our network. We'll be back in the studio tonight at 10 o'clock. But again, for race fans, after this batch of showers this evening, the weekend looks mostly dry with only isolated showers. The chance of rain is not zero, but we think most of the weekend dry and warm with highs in the 80s. So that will do it this afternoon. We thank you so much for watching. And again, we will be on ABC 3340 this evening at 4, 5, and 10 o'clock. Invite you to watch us there. We'll be live at Talladega at 4 and 5, back in the studio tonight at 10. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a marvelous, marvelous weekend. And we'll talk again this evening. Have a great day, great weekend, and God bless.